Hey folks, this is your first time checking out the channel. Just a quick little introduction. I'm Powell, award-winning singer-songwriter, and I host a music reaction series on the Random Mind Records YouTube channel. One of the things that we do on our reaction videos, I pause a lot, and the reason for that is we try to stay within the framework of U.S. copyright fair use law, or at least the current iteration of it here in April 2023 when we're doing this video. And this has drawn a lot of different comments. I think the worst one we got was, your videos are unwatchable because you pause so much. But most of the time, it's people being encouraging and saying, hey, you actually don't have to pause that much, because I watch a lot of other reactors and they don't have to pause so much and they don't have any problems with copyright issues. Or, well, the artist you're reacting to, they love reactors and they'll never try to stop anybody from reacting to their stuff, so you'll never have any copyright issues with them, so you don't have to pause so much. And basically my response to this, I've addressed this in multiple different ways in comments and videos, and basically my response boils down to, that's true, that's great, that's wonderful, until one day it's not. And for us, this is one of those days, because this morning we received the following email. This is from YouTube, and it says, "Hi, Random Mind Records. After reviewing your dispute, TuneCore has decided that their copyright claim is still valid. Video title, voice play reaction number 19, My Mother Told Me, singer-songwriter reacts, copyrighted content, My Mother Told Me, featuring Jose Rosario Jr., claimed by TuneCore." Now, this isn't the first time we've gotten a rejection like this on some of our reaction videos. It is, however, unique for our channel because this is the first time we've gotten one on this particular artist, voice play. And for anybody who's watching this, it's one of our regular viewers, or if you're a voice play fan, I am sure that voice play doesn't know about this, has nothing to do with this claim rejection, because from everything we've been told, they're just great guys. They really do love reactors. And up until this time, every voice play video we've reacted to until now has been managed by a company called S71NA Sounds, and they have been great about releasing any copyright claim and letting us have the videos up unrestricted. This one, however, was managed by TuneCore, and I'm sure this is who VoicePlay used to distribute the song to all the streaming services, all the download services, and they also just got them to manage their content on YouTube. I used to use TuneCore myself, and I eventually stopped because their fees got a little too much for me, but I'm sure that's all this is. Now, whether TuneCore actually had a human being review our fair use copyright claim and rejected it after reading it, or it was done by some automation process, a bot or something, or TuneCore may just have a policy where if you get a fair use claim on a video that has content that TuneCore manages, TuneCore is just to reject it out of hand, and then maybe they'll release it on appeal. I don't know whether they'll release it on appeal or not, but we're about to find out, because I'm about to submit that appeal, and I'm going to take you through the process and show you how we submit appeals when we've received a fair use rejection in YouTube. All right, so first here, this is the back end of our YouTube channel. You can see all of our videos, published date, etc. You got up here at the top, visibility, monetization, restrictions. And you can see there's different things in different columns here. You can see there's a partially blocked here. It's blocked in Russia right now. That's a Bruce Springsteen reaction. You can see it says that the monetization is on. That's not actually true. It's actually an escrow. I'm not sure why it says on, but it's not on. And it has a copyright claim on it, but it's currently in dispute. This one right here is public. It's an escrow, copyright claim dispute. Public, on. This is an original video. It has nobody else's content in there. We're monetizing that outright. And now we'll skip up here to the top. This is the video in question. Voice play reaction number 19, My Mother Told Me. It is currently public. Everybody can see it right now. It is ineligible for monetization. Video cannot be monetized. And if you hover over copyright, it says copyright dispute rejected. Copyright protected content found. The copyright owner has rejected your dispute. You can appeal this decision if you are confident you have the necessary rights to the claimed content. And this isn't 100% true. It says the copyright owner has rejected your dispute. They haven't. VoicePlay is going to be the copyright owner of the sound recording in this rendition. It's the content manager, the copyright content manager that is managing the content on behalf of VoicePlay, that has rejected the dispute. So the first thing we're going to do before we appeal, we're going to actually unpublish this video, and I'll tell you why we do that in a minute. We're going to click private. It's currently public. We're going to click private and click save. All right, it's now been changed from public to private. Only you and people you choose can see this video, and nobody's going to be looking at this except for those who have the login to the Random Mind Records account. Now we're going to go to see details under hover over copyright, pops up copyright dispute rejected. We're going to click see details. And we're going to scroll down. As you can see here, it says video cannot be monetized, ad revenue paid to copyright owner. And we're going to hover over this. Oh, we're going to scroll down a little bit here. Copyright owners, TuneCore, and there, okay, there is S71NA sounds. Now this is interesting. I did not notice that whenever I submitted the initial fair use claim. That might make a difference. I'm not sure, but we got TuneCore and S71NA sounds. Now I'm going to click actions, and there are several options here: trim out segment, replace song, mute song. It's possible that we could trim out this one section and it clear, but that would affect the reaction video, as you just wouldn't get to see part of the song. And it hasn't been an issue with any voice play songs so far, so I'm not going to do that. Replacing song, that's not an option for this video because it would defeat the purpose. We could mute song, again, defeats the purpose of the video. So the last option is appeal. Do you have rights to this content? And our argument is we do, because it is fair use. Now there is a legal argument that no reaction video that uses an entire song, as ours does and most reaction videos do, that any of them are really legal. I don't know, one day, U.S. copyright laws were written before the days of digital content, and one day there is going to be a change in U.S. copyright law that specifically address fair use in the digital age. I don't know when that's going to be, and we'll know one way or another whether this is actually fair use or not. But we're going with it is fair use. We should be able to use this content on the channel unrestricted. So we're going to click appeal. And it says, what is an appeal? It's the claimant has 7 days to respond to your appeal. Appeals can result in a copyright strike. We have not gotten a copyright strike. We did get one takedown notice after an appeal, and they allowed us to take it down by ourselves before a copyright strike was issued, and that's what we did. And that was on Dave Finley, and that content manager was Amuse, who I'm sure was also his distributor. I click down here. I understand the risk of filing an appeal and want to proceed. Continue. Contact info. All right, so I just filled out the contact info, and we skipped all that for privacy reasons. Now, the first question is, does your use significantly transform the original work, or does it serve the same purpose? And I already have a basic response to this that I've crafted over the few disputes we've had to do, and I'm not sure how good it is, but it's worked for all but one appeal that we've submitted. So I am going to say the copyrighted work is played in segmented clips at reduced size and volume of the original for purposes of critique and commentary. Critique and commentary delivered during and between clips as well as after the final clip. And this question is important, and this answer is important because it establishes the idea that this is a fair use content. What makes this fair use content? What is the nature of the copyrighted work? And I'm going to type music video. You can also type music, song. I'm just covering both the music and the visual because I'm not sure exactly which was copyrighted here, which is in dispute. I didn't look that closely at it. How much of the original content is used? Now this is where it kind of gets a little tricky because, as I said, there's a valid legal argument that because reaction videos generally use the entire song, music reaction videos anyway, use the entire song or the entire music video, there's a possibility that it's not really fair use. I'm arguing that it is. I'm not a lawyer though, so how much of the original content is used? What I say is as much is used in standard reaction videos widely available on YouTube. Examples, and then I'll go and I will find reaction videos on YouTube to the same work that I'm reacting to, and I'll put those as an example. And I do this to show that there are already other reactors who have done the same thing I've done, and their videos are up. I don't know whether all their videos are free and clear. I don't. But I'm at least showing that a precedent has already been set for these videos to be kept up under some circumstances. So I'm going to type in, my mother told me voice play reaction. And we've got, okay, I'm going to take the top 3 here. So we've got this one. We're going to copy this link. This is 520,000 views, and it hasn't been taken down, so that's promising. I'm going to parentheses here, 520K views. All right, and we've got another one here. We're going to go up here. This has got 45K. 45K views. And this one is 31K views. And again, this is to show, hey, other people have done this and their videos are still up. So why is that? Why? If they end up telling me I have to take mine down, it'll kind of be like, well, why do you let these other people leave theirs up? And there could be a reason that I don't know about. Maybe they don't monetize their channel. It could be something else I don't know about. But I put these here just to show that other people are doing this and they have been allowed to keep theirs up. All right, next question. Is your video a substitute for the original content? Absolutely not. This is another essential point for content being described as fair use. It's not like we're trying to use this as a substitute for the original. You can't go to my reaction video on our channel and watch us react to the video and still get the same impact effect that you get from watching and listening to the actual video, the actual track. So this is absolutely not a substitute. It's a completely different thing. Is there any other information the copyright owner should be aware of? And a little bit of this is repeated from what I said on the first question. The video is for artistic critique and commentary purposes. Please note that the video containing the copyrighted material in question is and will remain unpublished pending clearance through this appeal. And that is why we unpublished it at the beginning, because we want to show this is a good faith appeal. We're not trying to get away with anything. We legitimately feel like we should be able to keep this video up with no copyright restrictions on the channel. So if we took it down, we're kind of showing in good faith here that we're not trying to get away with anything. We're not trying to be defiant. We legitimately think that we can keep this content up. And the final section says, I'm aware that there may be adverse legal consequences if I make a false allegations through this process. I understand that the personal contact information I provided will be shared with the claimant. I understand that if the claimant responds to my appeal by requesting removal of my video and YouTube determines that the request meets legal requirements, my video will be removed and a copyright strike will be given to my account. If I receive 3 copyright strikes, my account may be terminated. So this is pretty serious business for a YouTube content creator. And also, I mean, the first bit here, there might be legal consequences if I make a false allegation. As far as I know, I'm not making a false allegation. Everything I said is true, and I firmly believe that we should be able to keep this content up under fair use with no restrictions. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know. Again, I'm not an entertainment lawyer. Even if I were, the fair use law in the U.S. is so vague and there's so much wiggle room that you could get 2 entertainment lawyers arguing both sides of the case, and I think that's what's eventually going to happen. The second one, you have to make sure your contact information is accurate. That's standard. But then here, if they request a removal, I could get a copyright strike, or we could get a copyright strike. The channel could get a copyright strike. So it's very serious business. Again, we have not gotten a copyright strike, and we've only had 1 appeal rejected, and they allowed us to remove the video without receiving a copyright strike. But if we had not removed the video within 7 days of receiving the appeal rejection, we would have gotten a copyright strike. So pretty serious business. The last bit here is to sign my full legal name as the person that is submitting the fair use appeal. And I'm just going to cut that. And now we've got the appeal's been submitted. We've sent your appeal to the claimant for review. The claimant is going to be TuneCore, not VoicePlay. The claimant now has 7 days to review your appeal. If they do not respond within 7 days, the claim will be released automatically. We'll send you an email to let you know the outcome. And that is generally what happens. They just don't respond, and everything is just released and unrestricted. There has been, I think, one time or two times where the appeal has been actually accepted and said, we got an email back that said your appeal has after review of your appeal, they've released the claim. But that's generally not what happens. Generally, it just expires and we win by default, essentially. So now we're going to go back to our screen. Now we've got the monetization is in escrow and not ineligible, which basically just means the ad money is being saved, and if we win the appeal, then we'll get the ad money. If we lose the appeal, then the video be demonetized and we may have to take it down. And you can see right here it says appeal under review, appeal expires in 7 days, video monetization being held. And let's see if this is interesting, because the copyright owner, it's now switched. It says S71NA Sounds TuneCore. Before it said TuneCore S71NA Sounds. I'm not sure if that's significant. I don't know what that means. I've never seen that before. But anyway, so we're going to close this and we're going to go back to our screen, private escrow, and you click on the copyright. It says it's in appeal. And that is the appeal process for getting fair use rejection on a reaction video, on music reaction video specifically. I hope it was informative. If you're somebody who's looking to do your own reaction videos, or just curious how it works, or maybe you're a regular viewer of the channel and are just interested in this particular content because it's on our channel, talking about the stuff that you like, that we react to, regardless of what your reason for watching the video, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider doing so, and hope to see you soon.